All right, so what are you allowed to tell us
About
the series, about what's coming up?
it's really good. It's deep. It's an introduction to Jerry Edgar and his family, as well as very unpredictable, undeniable, great storytelling, and fun acting.
That's the most important for you.
Yeah, absolutely. But it comes from the writing first. You can't bring something to life if it's dead. This one is alive, so.
Wow, that's like a tagline. Waiting for a TV show, right?
Just very deep, profound.
Sorry?
Your quotes are great. Very deep, very profound. No problem. Sage, even.
Yeah. Tell us about your character.
Jerry Edgar. Jerry Edgar is a detective, and he's a partner with Titus, Harry Bosch, Hieronymus Bosch. And we basically are dedicated and love the work of bringing closure to, situations that take place in the life of others. So Jerry Edgar is he loves fashion, he loves to play hard and enjoy life, but at the same time, I come to find that in a lot of ways, there are people that do certain things for a check, and there are those that really do it because they really respect and appreciate the work, and that's Jerry Edgar. And that's one of the reasons why Harry Bosch and Jerry Edgar make a great couple, a team, because I think Harry would only work with somebody that has a respect and appreciation for the work. So Jerry's a closed heart, all the finest things in life, he loves it, but he also loves the work. He's a divorced father of 2 because of his infidelities, and he has to live with that. So he's trying to come to pass with that also.
So what's it like working in the Amazon medium where you tend to shoot, all at one time, or is that how the show is shot? And what's it like compared to working on other things like movies or other TV shows?
Well, it's similar to movies, and in one way it's because I'll get 3 or 4 episodes ahead. And that's really good because it informs me on the character in many ways. Still have to work on not playing the end first. Still have to be sensitive and in the moment. But at the same time, I appreciate the fact that I know, this is what's going to happen here. This informs this, so let me approach it this way instead of the way that I thought it should have been. And it's also, not to say that most of the other shows we were micromanaged, but it just feels like we just have the freedom and the liberty to do what we want. And because there's a confidence that it's going to be done with great respect and done well. So when we go to work, we shoot. We're on location 85% of the time, right? We have the studio, but we keep it true and honest to the book. Michael Connelly is on set with us also, so that's wonderful. And it's just, it feels great. It feels like you're shooting a film.
Where are you shooting?
In LA, all over, non-stop, Encino to San Pedro. Yeah.
A lot of things set in LA these days don't shoot in LA.
No, they don't.
They're shot in Vancouver.
I don't think this would have happened without they wouldn't even allow it on this one.
Because it adds an authenticity, right?
Absolutely.
It must help with the character. Mm-hmm. You talked a little bit about how different it is to actually be in LA as opposed to Vancouver.
Well, the great thing about actors is just the imagination, so we can make it work wherever we go, right? But being that LA is a character in the book, Harry Bosch, and there's LA. And you can't have that, you cannot not have that backdrop. That backdrop is mandatory, and if you try to do it any other way, just like here, right? You guys, truth, right? So now, if anybody tried to turn around and utilize another setting for this, then I think the audience, this crowd, this cult following, this niche crowd would not embrace it. So shooting in LA is fun because I learned a lot about LA. I'm not from LA, but I'm places there where I'm just like, this is amazing. I've learned so much about California based on this show alone.
So had you read the books before?
I have. I read the books as they told me this is what we're shooting. But it's funny because even though I just now said I'm reading the scripts in advance, but there's something that happens with the books that I kind of like push back a little bit on. There's certain things that happen with the character that I then go into the show with expectations of it to happen like that. And that can be taken off of my character and placed onto Harry, or taken off of Harry and placed onto me. You understand? So I can turn around and read the book and it says something amazing about Harry Bosch, but then they give that to my character. I'm like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. Or can you imagine it the other way around? Like, this guy is just amazing and handsome, and then they turn around and in the book you read it, but then so I kind of segue away from the books, but I read them before I get before I go to work on the show.
So was there something you were looking forward to doing that then got given to someone else, or what?
Well, no, I can't say it because it was.
You can say yes or no.
Well, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just it was like, whoa, okay, this changed up a little bit, but it was fun. It was cool.
So you kind of know what it is to be a fan of the books in a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And to come in and see them change things around.
And it's not changed up too drastically at all, but it is one thing when you are married to the book, you gain an understanding that the books are different from the. But I can say this about Bosch is that they try to stay married to it as close as possible, but they still, you have to present it for TV. So you can't really put everything in there, but you can put some. So you marry two books at the same time, so then you can get warped in that world also. Well, this was happening in Black Echo, but now it's happening here. But wait.
But I was saying, so basically you feel like at least sometimes obviously like plots have to change and character beats have to change, but do you feel like the show is really staying to the heart and the theme of the
so
books?
True. Yeah, so true. And again, that's for the appreciation of the books with Henrik and Eric Overmeyer and Michael Connolly, and Peter Yan. They're on set every day, down to the nitty. I mean, dang on, I saw Peter Yan one time, but we were shooting a scene, right? And this was the scene. A vent was on the bed, and it was somewhat of a clue to something. And we had to shoot the scene, and he said it's not dirty enough, so they dirtied it. It's not. I mean, we took so long to shoot the scene only because, as a producer, you would expect them to move it along faster, but he wanted perfection on the vent. Thinking about the audience, because it's either not dirty enough, or it's not broken in this area, or it's just not true to the image that he expected it on a vent, where most people would just catch that real quick, B footage, move on. He stayed for quite a while on that piece of material just to make sure that it was true to the audience. I respected that as an actor, watching it and putting my time into the work of the character. I really appreciated watching a producer not move on until the shot was right.
It helps supports the assumption that the audience is smart and would catch that.
Exactly. That's really it. That's really it right there, They don't dumb down the audience. They don't dumb it down. They don't expect you guys to not know. The expectation is you guys know, you guys understand, you guys appreciate, so we're going to give you the best.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Thank you.